Hey guys, welcome back to Ollie Talks Airsoft. Today I'm going to be talking about my maximum recoil Glock project, and it's all working, everything's fine with it, but I did say in one of my previous videos that it was getting a bit sticky and that I'd ordered something in order to fix that stickiness. And what I ordered in order to fix the stickiness, I still don't actually know what's causing it, but all I know is how to fix it. So I ended up picking up some of these, which are basically, these are cow short stroking buffers, basically, for a 6mm guide rod. So these are designed for, basically, your Glock guide rod. Let me just explain how this all works, and then you'll see how the fix works. So this is the guide rod that I've currently got in there. So I don't know whether it's a Garda aftermarket or if it's the TM original, but certainly that spring on it is the flat coiled 110mm, very powerful spring. What I've done is I've just put a single buffer on the end here, and I'm going to show you what the difference is that buffer actually makes, because someone asked me about it and I said, well, the way to stop it from binding up is to use one buffer, but I couldn't exactly explain why. And ultimately, if you fix something, you almost don't need to know why. Like, who cares? As long as it's fixed and as long as it's working, right? So there we go. I've now taken that buffer off. So there are no buffers at either end of this. Let's put it back into the gun. And put it all back together. So this is the problem that I was highlighting. Pull the slide back, let go, it's sticking. Like, it just wants to get caught at the back end of travel. See, there's no magazine in the gun. This the slide lock isn't engaging. It's just getting really tight. So that's what's happening. So if you do have a problem with your Glock, weirdly it seems to be Glock 34s that seem to have this problem more than others. I've not really had this on 19s or 17s. It's only really been this 34 slide. So all I've done is, because I still want the slide lock to work, I'm not actually wanting to short stroke the system here. So I'm using one buffer, I'm putting it on the back end. So this is the bit that the flat part at the rear will screw into. So screw this back on. Get that back on, tighten up as much as I can. There we go, and we've now got a single buffer just at this back end. So we'll put it all back in together. There we go, and we can see the buffer is just sat right here. So now, when you pull this back, it no longer wants to stick at the back of travel, and the slide lock with better magazines, ultimately, these APS mags, as much as they're CO2 and they are great, the slide lock doesn't quite protrude far enough, so it doesn't actually always catch here. But the whole point is, it doesn't want to bind up anymore. So I'm satisfied that this is now working basically as intended. It can go back as far enough so the slide can lock, but I know that other people have come across the same problem where the slide just wants to stick at the back of travel. I don't have the answer to why it's doing that, but if you just get yourself some buffers, just put one buffer on the back of your recoil spring. As you can see from this, it's sorted my problem. So I'm guessing for the rest of you, like, the guns aren't that different, are they? So if you're having that problem, if the slide just wanting to stick back, just buffer it out. And then you should be fine. Yeah, anyway, only a quick one. Hopefully you found this useful, or at least someone may have found it useful or interesting. And until the next time, guys, take care.